Alright, so this clip here has been a topic of debate for a lot of people. All the Islamophobes are pretty pissed, all the women are pretty pissed, and honestly, I can see why. It's a pretty extreme viewpoint. Um, Now, I'm a conservative Muslim, or at least I like to see myself that way, and even I don't fully agree with what he's saying. So if you guys have an opinion on this, please give me a comment, because I would like to know it. But watch this video till the end before you start disagreeing and going crazy, because I have a lot to say about it. Now, firstly, we need to analyze both sides of the argument. It has to be said that in the modern world, no matter what happens, everything is always on the man. Like, all the blame is always on the man, and the man's lost. Here's a very interesting statistic if you don't believe me, just for all you feminists as well. If, say, you are in your house with your wife, and your wife starts beating you up, she gets a knife, or like she gets like a bat or something, she bashes you, and you don't want to hit her, so you call the cops. What do you think will happen when you come? Statistically, they will most likely arrest you if she's crying, which she probably will be, because women will automatically resort to crying in that situation to make themselves seem like the victim. So even if you have blood all over your face, you have blood all over your body, because she scratched you or something, she beat your ear off or something, if she's crying, you will still be arrested, because the police they are indoctrinated. They're not very smart, most policemen, to be fair. So they will just go with naturally what the society sees as normal. Now, that's the Western world. If you go to a country like anywhere in Central Asia, anywhere in the Middle East, it's not like that. Like, people are a lot more rational, and they understand that feelings don't dictate the world. You still need to see whose fault it is without instantly giving in to someone's feelings. But unfortunately, if you live in the West, that's not the case at all. You are always at fault. You and your lust are always at fault. But this doesn't mean that, getting abused or like assaulted in the street is a woman's fault, because there's a lot of factors to discuss here. Now, if women started dressing the way they do in the West now, maybe like 30, 40, 80 years ago, after World War One, when people were very masculine, testosterone was flowing high, they would have a lot more problems. Everybody would be getting raped. Everybody. If they were dressed like that. And people don't understand the impact this has on men with high testosterone. Because nowadays, men don't have testosterone, so they're not going to feel anything. But in this modern, back in those days, it was very common. If a woman was dressed a certain way, she would instantly get raped. So if you look at videos and you watch shows, back in those days, even in England, even in Australia, the women were all covered up, and there was a very good reason for it. So back in those times, if a woman was dressed a certain way and she got raped, then naturally you would think the blame is on her. You'd be like, well, yeah, because no one else is dressed like this for this reason. So if you dress like that, there's like obvious consequences. Everyone told you this was going to happen, right? And in times of Sahaba, and in times of the Muslim Empire, the Ottoman Empire, this was very much the case. Everybody had very, very high testosterone. Everybody was like very masculine. So what that means to an extent is that they are weak to flesh. They have this saying in Dagestan, man is weak to the flesh. So this is specifically in places where men are masculine. This is a very big concern for people. So this is what I think Zakir Naik is trying to say here. Okay? But however, like, he is taking it a little bit too far. And I'm not sure why he's doing this. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Because a man of his education has to understand that the blame can't fully be on the woman in this scenario, right? Because in the modern world, look, all the men are controlling their lust in that situation, and as a man, you need to control your lust too, right? It's just logic. Like in Islam, you would get the blame. Even I'm not a scholar, but I'm assuming like in front of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, you would be to blame in this situation as a man. The woman would also have a blame, but you would have blame too. So the fault can't be entirely on the woman. This is where I'm gonna side with the feminist a little bit. If a woman is dressed provocatively in the modern world, and you're a man with high testosterone, you're very, very weak. It's like you against the bear. Like, it's very difficult. Like you can fight it off. You can like keep resisting, but you will be tempted. Like it doesn't mean you're gonna assault her. You're not tempted to do that, but you are tempted. Temptations are flowing through your mind. So I don't blame you for having those urges and having those desires. A lot of men get addicted to pornography. And then obviously when they get addicted to that, their testosterone gets lower and they become less manly. And now they don't have those urges in the first place because they're not that manly. And that's how they want all men to be. They want us to have low testosterone so that women can do whatever the hell they want. And I have a big problem with this because we need to accommodate for men's lust because it does exist and it's not a demonic thing. It's just how men are. And then we need to accommodate for women to an extent, because at the end of the day, women, like, we can't blame the women on everything. So we need to understand that there is a middle ground whereby men need to control their lust as to not to go out and harass random women in the streets, and women need to understand that they need to understand that a man's lust is not something that's easy to control. So they need to do everything they can to help men mediate that lust. So this is gonna piss off a lot of people. I think with this video, I probably pissed off both the feminists and the conservatives. I'm probably gonna get hate from both sides, but this is my true opinion. I think the truth is often in the middle. Like I don't think we need to get too traditional and red pill, and I don't think we need to get liberal. I think they're both gonna lead to a lot of resentment from both sides. So give me your opinion in the comments. I just wanted to address this video, and look out for the next few videos.